Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. My name is Angela Bell with She Rises Studios, and today I am here with Denise Clifford, the author of The Decluttered Effect. Denise, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful. So day two of
right.
your book release, how does it feel?
Oh, it's surreal. And honestly, I have just gotten such great feedback from people and such support from friends and family. I've heard just wonderful things about people's opinion, and the reception of the book has just been really great. So I'm over the moon.
Well, I have to tell you, I think the reception of the book has been more than great. And that is why I am so excited to get to share with you that we have the Decluttered Effect has hit, let me see,
Oh, wow.
#1 hot new release in the United States in home design houseplans. #1 hot new release in houseplans in the United States. #1 hot new release in cleaning, caretaking, and relocating how-to. And we have another #1 in the United States for home design houseplans. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other bestseller categories in the United States, plus 7 bestseller categories in Canada, including 2 #1s. So now how do you feel?
Holy Wow. Oh my God. That's amazing. Oh my God. Thank you to everyone who purchased a book. Thank you to everyone who is excited about the book. And I hope that everyone is enjoying the read. I am so grateful. This is amazing.
Sorry, that was a highlight. I was like, I get to tell her.
Oh my God. You held out on me.
I did. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. This is amazing.
I'm so happy for you.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It is, I have to say, I bought my copy yesterday and have dove into it a little bit. I love it. I really loved what you said yesterday about like not going out to buy all the bins like right away. Because I'm that person. I went out to buy all the bins, and then I was like, I don't know what to do.
Person. I was that person. I even talk about it in the book that early on, and I think I actually wasn't even, decluttered yet. And this was just when I was doing this as my sort of side hustle. And I went out and bought, $500 worth. I didn't tell my husband, but now he's going to know. So much on the Pop-It food storage bins, the containers. And it wasn't the right thing. I mean, I did measure, but it was just too much. It wasn't what I was ready or needed to maintain. So I was that person too. And I know so many people who are that person who goes out and buys the bins, but it's good to know. And I feel like it's such an important tip for people to know that they shouldn't be doing that, because I think people, when they're eager, they get excited to do it and they're like, okay, this is my first step. This will help me get started. And it's really not the first step.
What is the first step? Like, so if somebody is listening, they're like, I want to do this. What is the first thing they should do?
Well, I think, I think one of the most important things when you're making a change or setting a goal for something is really just to identify what you want. What is the reason behind you getting organized? Do you want to do it because you're wasting time? Do you want to do it because you can't find your belongings, you're having trouble getting dressed in the morning, your kitchen is a mess when you're cooking? Like what are those reasons? And that way, once you've succeeded, there's a goal in sight. So, I think that's definitely the first step. But when you really start the process, it's to get some supplies together. You're going to need a surface, you're going to need garbage bags, you're going to need containers. And I'm not saying go out and buy the bins, but you can use anything really to corral small things. So for me, for example, even day one on a job, I'll go with like the plastic shoe boxes or different bins, or even you can use the Amazon, prime shopping, grocery bags. You can use garbage bags, but you want to have things to kind of corral each of your categories, and a Sharpie, because you're going to be making labels for things just to identify, because once the real first step is to sort your items, and you take things out one by one and you identify them and you sort and categorize. And I use 4 groups, which are the 4 groups that you're going to categorize into are the keep items, the recycle or garbage, the relocate, which is basically moving to another room. Like, this doesn't belong in the kitchen, it belongs in the bathroom. And then donate. So anything that is, slightly used or able to be passed along. So you'll have those 4 categories, and you really just kind of go through your stuff. And once you start pulling out the items that you're going to keep, simultaneously you're putting them into different categories. And based on whatever room you're in, that's really where the process starts.
Amazing. Yeah, and you go through all of this in your book, The Decluttered Effect. And I'm very excited to start reading it because we just moved. So right now I'm sitting in, the box clutter. So I'm very excited to have the book and simultaneously be unpacking and going through it. So I think it's just such an invaluable resource for so many people. Your book.
Thank you. Yeah, I think and I talk about this in the book again, I think, and I'm a victim to it too. So it's great that you're just moving in and you have this as a resource, because I find that a lot of people, once they move in somewhere and they plop something down or they unpack a certain way or they put things, okay, this is where this belongs, I'm moving in and this is the perfect spot for my glassware. It doesn't have to stay there. Nothing is permanent, and people are creatures of habit. So they get used to having something somewhere. It's been there since forever, and that's just where it is. It may not be convenient. It may not be maximizing the space. It may be in the wrong room entirely, but people keep things in a place because it was there when I moved, or I put it there when we moved in. So it's great to have this for you personally, just because it's going to help you unpack. And I also say this, even after we set up systems, you have to live with it, because I think I mentioned this yesterday, that, it's a gradual process becoming organized, and it's a shift in your approach to how you're living your everyday life. And once you get in those systems, you're going to want to live with it for a little bit, and you can always tweak it. You know what? I put this here and I thought it was going to work, but it's probably better here. Yeah, this fits me more. This fits my lifestyle more. This, it's more convenient to have it over here. And that's the joy of it. You can always adjust. So good luck with unpacking.
Thank you. Thank you. No, and I love that you.
And congrats on the new place.
Thank you. I'm excited. Yeah, no, I like that you talk about it as a process, because, so many times we do things and think, okay, then that stops people from even starting, right? Because they're like, I need to get this right the first time. And so they never get around to doing the actual decluttering because they feel overwhelmed and they don't know if they're going to get it right. Whereas when you describe it as a process, it invites so much room for improvement and the space to, get it wrong the first time and gradually improve.
Yeah.
Amazing. So Denise, thank you. Where can everybody get your book? You're already hitting #1. Let's tell them where they can go and keep supporting you. Where can they find your book?
Well, it's available on Amazon in an ebook format for the next 2 weeks now. And then the paperback will be available as well. And it will be up on my website. It'll be on Amazon, Barnes & Noble's, Target, Walmart. So I'm very excited. I am so grateful. I am ecstatic with the results, and thank you for sharing. I can't wait to celebrate.
Amazing. Yes, thank you so much, Denise. And everybody go out, pick up. It's called The Decluttered Effect. It is written by author Denise Clifford, and it is an amazing book, and it will change your life. So everybody go out, buy it, share with your friends, and thank you for joining us today, Denise.
Thank you so much.
Take care.